Hello everyone. So welcome back to our online sessions, okay, for this part, no? So we are now on one of the most I'll consider this as one of the most difficult, part of the subject or part of the research writing process, which is the review of related literature and studies. Alam nyo, isa ito sa mga part na kung saan ang tagal ginagawa, no, ng mga researcher. One of the reasons is, of course, you need a lot of time, okay, to read, okay, to read, read, and of course, no, try to understand kung ano yung binibigay, no, ng mga literature and studies sa iyo. So right now, we will be focusing on this lesson for this day. First, we need to know, right, how to write, okay, a literature review. Okay? So the following are elements included when writing a literature review. First, an overview of the subject, issue, or theory under consideration or investigation along with the objectives of writing the literature review. Okay? Of course, you need to have a good, not just a good, but of course a better understanding compared to other people, no? Yung topic or the problem that you want to investigate. Siyempre, kapag nag-search ka dyan, no? If you try to search for literature about that problem, dapat naiintindihan mo yun. Of course, meron tayong mga tinatawag na meanings, no? Definitions, base kung paano ginamit ang isang word. On your end, okay, you should have a clear what we call operational, okay? Operational definition. Of course, you also need to have a conceptual definition of the issue or problem being investigated. Okay? Definitely, siguro, hindi lang basta na yung mababaw, but a deep, no, understanding of that topic. Okay. You should also have the division of works and the review into categories, right? Example, those in support of a particular position. Okay? So, ito yung mga literature review na to, sinasabi niya, oo, pareho kami nang nakita. Okay? Those against, okay, hindi kami pareho nang nakita. Okay? And those offering alternatives thesis entirely. Okay? Of course, when you try to search, no, when you try to read literature review, madalas naman sa internet lang naman tayo naghahanap o nagso-search. Okay? We try to read as many as we can. Pero habang binabasa mo yun, no? Habang dina-download mo, after that, you should be able to identify, no? Alin sa mga to yung nag-agree, no? O pareho kami ng sinasabi o pare-pareho sila ng sinasabi at alin sa mga ito yung hindi nag-agree tapos kung ilan man yun. Okay? And those also offering alternative thesis, no? Entirely. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, as you read, no, nagkakaroon ka ng tinatawag na comparison and contrast. No? Ano-ano ba yung mga pinakita nila sa mga literature review na to? Okay? Okay. Number 3, of course, is what we call the explanation of how each work is similar to and how it varies from the others. Yun. So, pagkatapos mong pinagsama-sama, tingin ko ito magkakamuka. Tingin ko ito magkakamuka, tapos itong part na to magkakamuka din ng sinasabi, okay? You need to have a discussion now or explanation, no? Bakit pare-pareho yung sinasabi nila? Ano ba yung lumitaw, no? Ano ba yung similarities and differences, no? Na lumilitaw. So, dyan na pumapasok yung skill ninyo, no? Yung galing ninyo, right? Yung kakayahan ninyo to present, okay? To present kung ano man yung lumitaw na similarities and differences, o kung ano man yung lumitaw na kakaiba na sa tingin mo ay hindi pa ito nabubuksan, ay hindi pa ito nababanggit. Okay? Number 4, okay, is conclusions as to which pieces are best considered in their argument, are most convincing of their opinions, and make the greatest contribution to the understanding and development of their area of research. Yan, di ba? So, pagkatapos nun, of course, no, you need to highlight, no, the best, no, argument. Oo, tama pa yun, narinig nyo yun. All of these are arguments. No? That's why we are doing this research. No? However, kapag nag-argument ka, dapat ano, may backup tayong tinatawag ng mga data and evidences. Okay? To convince people, di ba? Ganun tayo sabihin mo, ganito, ay, dapat may backup kang data. No? Halimbawa, tayo, are we considered mayaman or mahirap? No? Pag sinabi mong mahirap, dapat may backup tayong data. Bakit tayo ay still considered as mahirap? No? O baka nasa middle class ka na. O, di ba? O baka wala pa tayo sa middle class. O, no? Karamihan, no, sa mga teachers wala pa sa middle class. Kung titingnan natin yung ano ba tawag doon, yung income, di ba? O kaya lang, syempre, pag sinabi mong wala ka pa sa middle class, okay, i-back up mo yan ng data. Okay? Para yung argument mo, no, mapatunayan mo, makonvince mo yung mga tao na maniwala sa argument. Okay. So this time, we proceed on the tips in writing the review of related literature. Okay. Pero bago yun, okay, let's proceed with our code 1. Okay, code 1 for today, and that is the word literature. Again, our code 1 for today is literature. Okay? Okay, first, okay, open web sources are not usually considered reliable sources for academic research. No? Of course, sa panahon natin, no, gustong-gusto natin yung mag-search na lang sana, no, mag-search na lang tayo sa internet. Okay? Kaya lang, of course, no, as you know, yung internet kahit sino pwedeng magbigay, pwedeng magdagdag, alright, ng mga information, alright? So lalo na, okay, merong mga websites na tinatawag nating hindi masyadong mapagkakatiwalaan, no? Kasi hindi natin alam kung totoo yung mga sinasabi nila, di ba? Ang daming fake news, no, na nagkalat, pakalat-kalat diyan sa internet. Sabi nga nila, right? The access to information ay nasa dulo lang ng mga daliri mo. However, right, you need to, no, to be cautious. Tingnan mo rin kung yung mga binabasa mo ay reliable o hindi. So madalas, no, open web sources are not usually considered reliable sources for academic research. So maghanap tayo, no, kahit so nagsa-search tayo, no, yung mga reliable, right? Diba? So yung mga tinatawag nilang mga journal na Scopus yan, mga reliable yan, no? So makikita mo naman yun pag nag-search ka, no, makikita mo yun. Makikita, oo, reliable tong to. Madalas, no, madalas naman meron silang mga logo, mga palatandaan, pwede mo rin i-search kung ano yung mga reliable, no, na pwedeng pagkuhanan ng related literature, no? Pwede kang mag-search doon. Then madalas naman pag yung mga nada-download mo are in a PDF format, no, makikita mo yung name of the journal there. So pwede mong check, okay, kung reliable o hindi. Pero pinakamaganda syempre, pasok lang tayo sa mga reliable, no, sources for review of related literature. Right. Number 2, Place each work in the context of its contribution to the understanding of the subject under review. Yan, no? Lalong-lalo na, no, kapag ikaw ay may no, more than one variable, di ba? More than one variable na pinag-aaralan mo or ini-investigate mo sa iyong research. So download ka, puro sa variable na sa first variable mo, then download ka ulit puro dun sa next variable mo. On that way, no, magkakaroon ka ng focus. Alin muna yung inuuna mo. With that, you will also have a comparison, no? Ano yung mga uh, marami na yung findings tungkol dito, alin yung mga konti pa lang yung findings tungkol dun sa variable na pinag-aaralan mo. Right. Number 3, we also need to describe, okay, the relationship of each work to the others under consideration, under investigation. Diba? And for you to be able to do that, no, dapat nabasa mo na lahat. Okay? Na intindihan mo lahat. To the point na kapag pina-explain sa'yo, no, if someone will ask you to explain it, you will be able to explain it using your own words. No? Bago tayo magkaroon ng tinatawag na analysis of the relationship of each work, di ba, to the others. Ano yung pagkakatulad nila? Ano yung pagkakapareho nila? No? Saan ba sila naging magkatulad? Saan ba sila naging di magkatulad? You will be only be able to do that if you have, no, a good understanding, no, nabasa mo ng lahat. Kaya ito kumakain talaga siya ng oras. This is the part where most of the researchers are having hard time, no, to accomplish. Not because they do not know how to do it, or not because it's really hard to do it, but it consumes, no, your time. Oo. Kasi magbasa pa lang ng review of related literature, kakainin niya yung oras mo. Yung oras mo sa sarili mo, no? Yung oras mo sa jowa mo. Hindi, no? Sana all may jowa. Oh my God. So lamang yung walang jowa, no? Kasi wala siyang oras sa jowa niya. Ay, hindi. Right? But that's the point there, no? It requires time for you to be able to finish, no? All of this. Right? Number 4, we need to identify new ways to interpret, okay, and shed light on any gaps. Yan. So, familiar tayo dun sa word na gaps, no? In previous research, right? So, with that, after you read, you analyze, you combine, you compare, you contrast, you combine, no, all those review of literature, no, you will be able to see alin pa ba yung hindi na i-explore, right? Alin pa ba yung hindi, no, nagagawa. Okay? And of course, that's the one, no, na sana ini-investigate natin, yung hindi pa masyadong na-explore, yung hindi pa masyadong nagagawa. O yung meron mga tinatawag nilang contradicting, no, findings. Kasi it is very important for you to highlight that gap, okay? Para ipakita sa tao, para ipakita sa nagbabasa na merong malaking contribution, okay, yung research mo. Diba? Kasi sa dami ng research, sabi nila nga, paulit-ulit na lang, ulit-ulit na lang yan naman. Okay? But you need to establish, no, that gap, okay, na magsisilbi mong basis, of course, to strengthen your claim that you need to do, no, or you need to conduct, okay, this research. Okay? Number 5, okay, resolve conflicts between or among previous studies arising from previously or seemingly contradictory ideas. So, pag nagawa mo to, okay, nagawa mo yung research na to, nagawa mo to, well, you will be able to resolve, no, with that conflict, no, ano yung pagkakaiba, no, hindi pareho. Bakit ganun yung lumitaw? I hope you will be able to justify that sa findings. Kaya lang, sabi nga natin, di mo naman alam ang future. No? Depende kung ano pa rin yung lilitaw na resulta sa study mo. Okay? And our code number 2, okay, is the word conflicts. Yan. So, meron na tayong code 1 tsaka code 2. Okay? Number 6, okay, we need to identify areas of prior scholarship to prevent duplication of effort. Yan, no? So, nabanggit ko yan kanina. No? Sa dinami-dami ng mga taong nagre-research sa mundo, kasama kayo, kasama ako, kasama tayong lahat. No? What is new sa ginagawa mo o sa study mo? Kasi halimbawa, let's say for example, no, kung titingnan natin, we go in the education sector, ang dami ng taong gumawa, no, ang dami ng taong nag-conduct ng research about the problems in reading. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay mo may research sa problem, no? Pagdating sa reading comprehension, pagdating sa numeracy, pagdating sa values, pagdating sa ang dami. And then you are here presenting another research, no, that will focus on reading problem, reading comprehension. With that, no, kailangan malaman mo ano na yung mga naganap nung unang panahon, ano na yung mga ginawa nung nakaraan. Hindi naman sobrang unang panahon, no? Yung mga recently probably. On that way, you will be able to know, nagawa na to. Baka meron pa akong magawa na hindi pa masyadong na-explore o hindi pa na-explore to prevent, yung tinatawag nilang duplication of effort. Diba? So, ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Halimbawa, dito tayo. Sabi nila, ano ba tawag doon? Lagi mong naririnig yan, no? Madalas pag seminar yung differentiated instruction. Yeah, effective ang differentiated instruction. Effective ang differentiated instruction. No? Tapos ikaw ito, gusto mong mag-research, tignan kung effective ang differentiated instruction. Yun. No? Yun yung tinatawag na duplication, no, of effort. So hindi ko na pwedeng gawin. Pwede naman. Okay? However, you need to establish, you need to highlight, no, ano yung pagkakaiba ng gagawin mong research na tungkol sa differentiated instruction doon sa mga nagawa na, no, na may na nakafocus sa differentiated instruction. Okay? Our code number 3 for this day is scholarship. Yan. Scholarship. So may code 3 na tayo. Okay? Number 7, point the way forward, no, for further research. Yan, no. So minsan tayo na rin yung nagbibigay, no, ng idea, no, what will be the next, no, research na sana, okay, magandang gawin at sana may gumawa. Okay? Number 8, place one's original work in the context of existing literature. Okay? Yeah. So the next part na pag-uusapan natin in our next session is what we call the review of related literature and studies. Okay?